just had a real nostalgic moment. I remember when school used to let out back in the day when I was a kid. And it was like that very next day, I had my little bag packed and I was going to spend the summer with my other grandmother. And at my other grandmother's house was my cousins. And when I tell you that was like the best time, but what was funny to me is as I was thinking about this, having this nostalgic moment, like we would play school, we would play Mother May I, we would play Mr. Clock, what time is it? Hide and seek, jacks, jump rope, hopscotch. I mean, all of those childlike games we used to play. You know, Twilly Elite. You know, I remember one summer we had went to camp, me and my two cousins, and we learned our little camp songs, and we came back on the block and we did our little camp songs, and we had so much fun as kids. You know, as kids, because for one, there was no cell phone, there was no iPad or anything like that. So all we had was each other and the outside. I mean, you get up in the morning, you eat your cereal, you took them rugs outside, you popped them rugs, you vacuum, you did whatever chore it was you had to do because we knew we was outside for real, like all day. Came in, had bologna sandwiches for lunch. Street lights came on. My grandmother be standing on the porch. She ain't even have to call us. We was already walking down the street. And I mean, those were really the good old days. Everybody talking about the good old days. But those were the good old days. And on days like this, when it rained, you know, you be looking outside like, dang, I can't go outside and play. You know, wondering what that little girl or that little boy that you like was doing. You know what I'm saying? And it was almost kind of like a wasted day, but not really. Because then that gave you the opportunity to sit down. And you know how TV is different in the summertime, how they show different shows. So you sitting there watching Gidget, watching the Brady Bunch, Gilligan's Island, you know, and just being around your family, just being a whole kid with no stress of wondering what anybody else was doing around the world because it was the summertime. You had those summer songs that you remember. I remember when Doves Cry came out. You know, we would be standing there. You know, you couldn't tell us we wasn't Vanity Six. You know, dang, just thinking back to the good old days.